What's going on, good people? We back. It's another episode of Turn My Mic Up. Of course, it's your boy Big Los from the Noise Podcast.
What's good? It's King Corey from Over the Top LV.
Jay Alonzo, back to the classics.
It's your boy RJ from Lace Rhymes.
Hollywood Kev is being Father of the Year at the moment, so we gotta respect that. Family first. So Kev, we'll definitely see you next week.
Christmas shopping, see you.
I know that he's gonna have a problem with missing this episode because if anybody in the world respects a good beef, it is the Grimy Brown Giant. We talk about it on the show all the time because Kev is like, he's just a natural asshole, which I guess, kind of fits into, I think that's how all our friendships are normally formed. But definitely,
Yeah.
we'll make sure we hold it down for you, Kev. Absolutely.
Yeah, we got you.
This is going to be a conversation about hip-hop beef in the culture, but we got to touch on what ultimately sparked this conversation, and that is probably the greatest battle since BPMD versus, Boogie Down Productions
versus Marley Marl.
Versus Marley Marl, you know what I'm saying?
This
This is Queensbridge, you know what I'm saying? South Bronx, you know what I'm saying? Ever since Bad Boy and the motherfucking Death Row hit him up, you know what I mean? We're talking about the greatest beef, including Nick Cannon and Eminem.
Nick Cannon and Eminem.
Let's just break down the actual title he just said. We're talking about Nick Cannon versus Eminem.
I'm not gonna lie, this was not the beef I was expecting to come at the end of 2019. I've never seen that happen.
Like me either.
But really, furthermore than that, it's more so beef like, is this shit really still going?
It's real problems.
It's real shit. It's still going on.
The bad part is everybody's not taking it serious, and Nick is serious about this.
Nick is so serious.
I have a problem.
I'm gonna get my mans in them. We come to your side. We jumping you, bro. That's just what it is.
What makes it so bad is that when you listen to Nick's two records, because he went back to back on them.
He did, Drake.
When you listen to 2 records, you know he listened to Lose Yourself before he got into the mode to do those records. Everything about that was
Right.
All right, we at the booth.
Right.
What was the second record?
Second record's called
Pray For Him, right?
Pray for him.
The one that samples Renegade.
There's no way that he didn't have him in mind. His whole verse.
His whole
verse
flow, everything.
He took in flow, everything.
Like, it's crazy. And then, like, the crazy part about it, like, the whole thing, like, when they, like, you use your Wildin' Out peeps to jump on this shit with you, like...
Black Squad.
Yeah, the Black Squad. The whole Black Squad. So, like, I'm not understanding that, bro. Like, if you're gonna get at somebody, do it by yourself. Like, my nigga, like, because, bro, like, you don't want them problems. Like, and I know after when his homeboys did it, them niggas probably scared in the morning.
Terrified right now.
Yeah, they terrified.
Why do we jump in this? Like,
Here's where my problem
why do we
lies.
jump in this?
My problem lies with, all right, so we knew when Nick said he gonna put out a record, all right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
That wasn't all right. It was like, so?
It was like, all right.
It was never cool.
No, we never expected nothing. But see, when Nick Cannon drops a record, it's like, all right, well, it's not gonna be good.
It's always so.
It's always so. But the fact that you have MCs on there who are known for battle rapping, and you can't even get them to get a good, like, you can tell they did this because that's their boss.
Exactly.
100%.
Not just their homeboy.
Not because, I got problem with him too. He did shit to me.
He did shit.
Why am I in this?
Right.
Like, look, the only person who has a real problem with him in this beef is Nick Cannon.
And Nick Cannon DM'd everybody like, yo,
Where the fuck did Suge come from, though? That's what I've been trying to figure out. How is Suge Knight on the damn
I just
intro?
learned today that Nick even knows Suge Knight.
Like,
Dead ass.
where did this shit
Should
come
call
from?
them family at that. This is one
Family.
I think it was Jay that said y'all out here calling people brothers too much. My big brother and way too many niggas
Way
out
too
here.
many. This is your big homie, man. You got way too many big homies, man. There's no way, like, that's the thing I don't get. Like, when I heard the intro, I'm like, that Suge Knight talking? Like, he's in jail for 30 years. Like,
But not only that,
But before you get to your point with Suge, I'm starting to question Suge's company because that means now he's Nick Cannon and Ray J are like that's his people.
his go-to people, that was the financial advisors.
Those are guys.
Yeah.
He done sold his life to them two niggas. Like,
Yeah.
fuck it, I'll be here.
This was Suge's cry for help. Please, let me out.
Please, help me.
Please, the last hold I got on LA, you was from California.
Help me.
But my point with Suge was, it was like, you never imagined in a million years you'd have Suge Knight
Co-signing.
saying, yo, you got to get him on your back right now.
It's you, Nick. It's
all about you. You run things, Nick.
Suge gave Nick all the accolades he's
Am I
in
bugging?
his entire hip-hop career.
What am I missing?
No, you're not.
How do you niggas even know each other?
I need the backstory.
Has Nick visited him in jail at one point?
Bro, it gotta be something, bro. He has to be putting money on his books. Like,
That
Have
shit
to
is
be,
wild.
right?
I'm keeping his commissary stopped. They know words.
He said, "Nigga, box of Newports, bro."
I need a 3-minute drop, and I'm gonna keep you stocked.
Putting $1 million on Suge's books, but I need 10 of them dollars to go to the phone call real quick, please.
real quick.
Nah, they wrapped that shit up quick. You heard it in 60 seconds left. He put that phone call like,
Right.
quick, talk.
I even
Hurry
see
up.
some shit today that now Suge Knight's son even dissing him, and I'm like, bro, like, how does I don't understand this, man. Like, I don't
You know
understand
Suge had a
too
son?
much stuff. Bro, I said the same thing. Like, oh,
Like
wow.
Suge got kids?
I mean, I didn't know that.
They got start putting Michelet. Is that
So this beef is really real. Like,
Maybe
it all
it
makes
is.
sense. It all makes sense how the fuck Death Row ended.
But the thing is, though, like, let's be honest. Like, you made this comparison earlier, or maybe it was Scholar, but like going at Eminem now is like going after Jordan. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what for that comparison?
Gotta play devil's advocate there, man. Don't.
Hold on. I'm sorry, as far as lyrically, bro.
Finish your point, and then there's a counterpoint of it. Right?
All right, it's like going after Jordan, bro. Like even the old man in the game. All right, yeah, he old, but trust me, when he lays his boots up, he's on your ass. Let's be real about it. Now you can make the point, who's Eminem going at? That's a very, very solid point. But at the same time, he done bodied so many people. They don't even want to go at Eminem like that. And let's be real, we're not in the height where Eminem is no longer the Slim Shady that we fucked with back in the day. He's now old, seasoned. You feel what I'm saying?
For sure.
Come on, man.
I mean, look, I respect everything about Eminem, man. I respect his track record, man. But I'm just saying, man, who has Nick Cannon just throttled that was like, oh my God, stay away from Nick Cannon. I mean, Eminem. Like,
I'm like,
See how that's in it?
that's how you know I'm reaching to try and help
who
out.
has
here.
Nick Cannon body? Like nobody.
Like, no, I'm not gonna argue that.
But you know, like Eminem, like man, like even when you think about prime Eminem, like who was he going at, like to make everybody so scared of him? Now RJ made a good point though, which I didn't think about. You know, him and coming up in the whole battle circuit. I even get that. But still, like everybody has like this fear, like the ghost of Eminem. Like you can't mention Eminem, like, and I don't know, man. Like I'm sorry, Eminem gives you a lot of nursery rhyme raps, man. I'm sorry,
man,
like,
and it's just crazy. And it's just crazy. And just to piggyback on what you said, and we gotta look at hip hop culture as a whole. You have those certain type of cats that's cool, but at the same token, like you don't want to fuck with them.
You don't poke the bear, right? I get that.
You don't poke them because if they like what you said, and then you poke that bear. Yeah, that bear finna tear your ass off from limb to limb. Like
Leo DiCaprio rapping and stuff,
like,
bro.
yeah, you gonna get got.
Touching on the point of him having nursery rhyme raps. His silly records, the Without Me, the Real Slim Shady stuff.
I mean,
like that,
if you-
it's very nursery rhyme. It's very one fish, two fish. But the thing with him is that once you bring him into that element of actually battling somebody, he's relentless. Like I even said on the page, and I was going to be one of the records I'm sure we're going to mention here today, when he did The Sauce, dissing Benzino. That was probably some of the best diss record bars I've heard. And he gave it to Benzino. You know what I'm saying?
No, most definitely.
Like,
A very unworthy opponent.
a completely unworthy opponent. And so, and that's been his MO his entire time. Even when he goes at NSYNC, when he goes at Backstreet Boys, Christina Aguilera, stuff like that, you can't say you don't enjoy it. You can't say this shit wasn't clever. You know what I'm saying?
He's clever. I give him that. He's clever. He's clever as hell. But I think people kind of deem Eminem like this just all-time great lyricist. Like, oh, watch out, Eminem's gonna throttle you. You know what I mean? I mean, yeah, he's dope and shit, but I don't think Eminem is like somebody that everybody that's proven that stay away
But
from
Nick
Eminem.
Cannon.
Nick Cannon has no right. Nick Cannon is the person that pokes the bear.
Wait a second.
Right.
Nick Cannon, were you
Wait a
poke the
minute.
bear?
Wait a minute. Hold on.
I would
Nick
like
Cannon-
somebody who can really rap, maybe poke
Nick
the bear.
Cannon
Like,
called
let's see.
Eminem Elvis
Pussy.
Pussy.
Yeah, that was the bar. We got one of those.
That's
that was
all- that's
was one
the
of
best
bars
we
in the
got?
song.
Yeah.
That's the best we got.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, that's it. Like
I would
That's
give
what you got?
like,
That's what you
that's
got?
But did you notice that was the end of the verse? He backed away from the mic on that.
Yeah.
That was pussy.
Ooh, I'm gonna kill him with this.
Bounce that out. Bounce that out. That's done. He don't got no reply for that.
Print
Leave
that,
that beat.
bro.
Bounce that out.
He has no reply for that. He has no reply for that. But man, I think all this shit is silly, man. Like
at the end of the day.
But like I was telling y'all, man, Nick Cannon is in a win-win situation. Nick Cannon cannot lose. He can't.
I don't know.
What can he possibly lose? He's not gonna lose Wild 'N Out. If anything, more people gonna watch Wild 'N Out now because I'm dying to see what's going on. You can't discredit him as a rapper because nobody gives him respect as a rapper. So what are you gonna lose? You gonna embarrass him? And he gonna go back to getting his every week do like 12 shows. I do 12 shows.
And that I agree with. This is literally it's kind of shitting on Nick Cannon, only slightly, but it's like the equivalent of fighting like the kind of slow kid in school. Like, he's not slow enough to be in the special classes, but he's not prospering in class. He's not excelling. He's not excelling. You know that all his grades are on a curve. So it's like this loses him because if he comes up talking shit to you, okay, so if I fight him and knock his ass out, damn, you knocked out the tardy motherfucker. But if he knocks you the fuck out, damn, you got knocked out by a tardy motherfucker.
Yeah,
so I see where you're coming from, where it's a win-win for Nick and it's a lose-lose for M.
Yeah, that's why I think M hasn't said nothing. I don't really think. I think M probably will give us something just for the fuck of it. Like, fucking, I'm gonna have fun with it. But I don't think he's even sweating this shit. Like, bro, like, come on, man. Like, I would thrash you in every way.
50 went on Twitter. Was like, Nick, like, what's wrong with you, dog? Like, this nigga would like really stomp you out, bro. Like, wash you, like he will wash you,
with
bro.
ease.
But you know what though? It's still brilliant because here we are.
Here we are talking about it. And all it's doing is now driving more ratings to his show, to his podcast. More people are looking for Wild 'N Out.
That's why I give him the props because he shot first. He shot twice.
Yeah.
So I don't know that he shot first, man.
Yeah, M mentioned him, man.
Yeah, I mean, M mentioned him, man. You mentioned this.
All right, you're right.
They got a history, man. If y'all want to go into, they got a history.
10 years.
Yeah, you feel me? After all this time, you feel me? It was cool. And then you mentioned me again. And why'd you mention me, my nigga? Didn't have to mention me, my nigga.
I didn't get her no more.
So yeah, I had 2 tracks waiting. I had them fucking waiting. So what?
It went in the chamber. I just updated some words.
Yeah. So what?
Them been done.
But now I got a little bit of a bag, and now I got these niggas. I'm gonna have these niggas come on the track and rap with me. and hopefully they do their thing, which was a disappointment. Conceited, Charlie Clips, y'all let me down.
Trash, man. Trash.
2 songs. This was your chance. This you gonna take down and see. Now that's what I'm saying. Now, I would have liked to see them take their shot. So now, okay, Eminem like, all right, now I gotta. Now we gonna see what
I think that's what did it though. Especially when it comes down to Conceited, because out of all of them, Conceited should have came the absolute hardest. Because you can go online right now and just see clips of Conceited bodying niggas in battles. So the fact that he didn't even deliver anything that was really worth this conversation.
Battle rappers, you can't battle with them.
And I felt like by the time where probably Nick told them, all the niggas had their tails tucked between their legs. They all got scared.
They would have got scared.
They talked amongst themselves before they went and talked to Nick.
Like, oh man, look. I don't think this is a good idea. We should be doing this, but this our balls.
We got 2 more seasons to walk now.
And I'm trying to work on Monday, my nigga. I don't know about you.
Right.
I saw him get rid of Carlos Miller. I saw him fire Carlos Miller. I need this job. I got coming on. It's either this or I'm going back to Ballot for $60. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know which. I don't know how we really.
But they should have, man. You get a chance to take down a giant, they were supposed to come hard. Like Nick Cannon couldn't win, but they could have won something. They could have shown something like, ooh, these niggas.
He opens the song up. Don't get me wrong, the white boy is nice. And that was his statement. Can we establish I respect you? Right there. Can we establish that I respect you? I'm this man.
Right.
But my check. My check.
So fuck up my bag. Please do not fuck up my bag.
Now, one thing with this that I see that has been kind of echoing when it comes down to battle culture in the industry right now is it's not even down to the lyrics anymore. Like, you even think about the Drake Pusha T. The Drake Pusha T beef. Shit, the Drake Meek beef. You know, granted, Back to Back was the much better record.
Much better record.
Back to Back was what was the killer. But when it comes down to Pusha T and Drake, think about it. Once Pusha T, you know, he did his initial shot, and then Drake came back with
W
Freestyle was first, wasn't it?
Was it? I thought
it was something before. But see, I thought
no.
W Freestyle was for Pusha.
It was for Pusha.
W Freestyle came first, then Push dropped the story out of them.
And then Push dropped story out of them. But you know what though? Even the way he dropped story out of down, I felt like he listened to the entire W Freestyle and then Push just pulled up. Drake, you have a child. And it was like, whoa, hold the fuck up. And because of that, granted, I think all of Story of Out Now was clean.
Yeah.
Of course, the standout is going to be you are hiding a child.
Right.
But the fact that after that it became, well, shit, Drake sold this many records. Who the fuck is Pusha T? Pusha T been trying to get on since the clips, yada, yada, yada. I just feel like now it's to the point where the battles are no longer about the battles. It's about the status. It's about who you are. Like, we all came up, in a time with shit. We were just talking about it. Hit 'em Up. Hit 'em Up was an all-out attack on Bad Boy. And I'm usually the one, I don't like when the whole crew hops on this record.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that was one of those ones where
he made it look good, though.
He made it look really good.
Outlaws, boy, he made them look good on that record.
But let's be real. Are you really like
Alpha and Omega?
the Outlaws is like, oh, that's cool. I'm cool. An extra little, to it. But at the same time, you come there for Pac. Pac opens the song with this. Why I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker.
Pac has 3 verses on that record.
And it's like, bro, you smack him for that.
Like 12 niggas on the record.
12 niggas and Pac still had 3 verses.
People forget, they gotta understand, we come from an era where, like, if my nigga fighting, I'm fighting.
We fight.
Because just like the same thing with Common and Ice Cube, when Common took his shot, and then when Mac 10 dropped West Side Slaughterhouse, Mac 10 was like, fuck that, that's my homeboy. You coming at my homeboy? Nigga, you about to get this shit.
He was on a documentary saying that exactly. He was like, I don't know, Kami. He turned out to be a solid ass nigga. That's my homeboy.
Like plain and simple.
That was the Black Squad's energy.
Yeah, and I totally, and it's like, for me, like, and I agree with what you said, though, but I still feel like it's that half and half lane of that where you have some that care about stats, and you just have some who just care about the fucking culture, period, because people forget this culture was built off of beef. Nigga, I'm not here to be your friend. Like, my nigga, we're cool. Once we jump on this record, like, right, I'm here to I'm about to take your 16 out, bro. And there ain't nothing you can do about it. Like, what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And it's just all like, for me, like, even like with the whole Drake and Pusha T shit, people forget this shit stems way back. This stems along with fucking Cash Money
what happened
and
to that
fucking
boy?
and Pharrell with the what happened to that boy. Because I tell people always look at Wayne as a GOAT. We're not gonna take none away from that though, but it was a pivotal point at time. Wayne wanted to be like Pharrell so bad, like he wanted to be like this nigga, from the fucking skateboarding to his apparel. That's the reason why Clips shoot that shot. Mr. Me Too. Nigga, you're trying to be like our boy. Like, nigga, stop jocking our boy. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy looking back on that.
Yeah, bro. You look back on that. That's where Mr. Me Too came from. And then you fast forward with the whole infrared line. You know, let me throw this out here because people didn't acknowledge that line. But Pusha T said, nigga, the only nigga that sold more dope than me was Eazy-E. Not nobody, didn't nobody disagree with that at all.
Oh, I know.
You have niggas like Ross, Jay, Jeezy. But when he say Easy, all them niggas were quiet. And even just alone in that was an impactful line in Infrared. And I liked it, Infrared. Infrared, like what we said, he set him up. He set the bait. Came back with Dubby. Dubby was okay, but I still felt like Dubby was trash.
Dubby had some bars, though.
Dubby had bars.
Hey, y'all have me fucked up on Facebook.
Dubby was trash, bro.
Dubby had some bars, man. Dubby had a couple bars, man. I ain't here to. I'm not gonna defend that shit, but you feel me? They had a couple bars, but y'all ain't gonna play me like it wasn't a couple lines and they're like, ooh, okay, all right.
Then we get there.
Couple stingers. He had a couple stingers.
But listen, even the little jab that Drake threw out on Dubby, bro. The story of Adidon. Come on, but that's unfair. But now the
story of Adidon pissed people off that weren't even related to the situation.
Yeah.
I don't personally know Drake. We get out that man's dick. Get his house on the floor.
Not only that, you dropped the baby line, right? Like, Drake got a kid out here? Oh, shit. With a stripper? Oh, shit. Not only that, bro, he literally drops Drake's his bag, bro. The Adidas line, done for. Before we even knew it was even coming. You know what I'm saying?
Even the delivery of the line was, because
my God,
he leaves that entire space open to say you are hiding a child, and then goes to the rest of the record. You could have missed everything Pusha T said, but you know Drake is hiding a baby.
Right. And then just the fact of opening line, the nigga said drug dealing aside, stats aside, let's have a heart to heart. So the nigga was all like, fuck all this shit.
Let's have a
about to talk, homie. Like, we ain't about to talk, and then you already knew, like, when he got towards the end, when the nigga said, "This is surgical summer, I'm gonna peel this shit back layer by layer." This nigga had more shit for you. He had more for you. And it's all like, and then like what you said, like, people were in their feelings, starting to get hurt. No, nigga. This is what battle rapping is.
That's what I was gonna say.
Styles P said it. Dave E said it. You even had the OG Real Roxanne Shantae was all like, I listen to both records. Pusha T is not wrong for that. When you're in a battle, nigga, all bets are off, bro.
And we came up listening to hardcore beef, like
that's why I'm so weird, bitch.
So like, that's what I'm saying. Like me when I look for diss tracks, like nigga, there ain't no rules, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Your granny sick, any of that shit. If I can pick it up, I'm saying it.
Speaking of being sick,
this is battle.
Going back to Pac, and Prodigy had it. One of you niggas got sickle cell.
Damn,
he can't control that.
Like that's not fair. That's not nothing to do with you. Fuck that. And as a matter of fact, it wasn't. Prodigy was an innocent bystander. Nigga, it's just because I'm fucking all East Coast period. That includes you. Prodigy, sickle cell having motherfucker. You too, nigga. But that's what it's supposed to be though. Like, God, I'm gonna take that out.
I mean, like, and just like with the beefs, like when Common took his shot at the West Coast, Q was all like, used to love her, man, because we fucked her pussy whipped bitch with no common sense.
That was a great
I was like, oh my God. I was like, oh. It's like, oh
shit.
Yeah.
Even going back further than that and sticking with Q, no Vaseline.
No Vaseline.
I just said it on the page. That was the most personal,
most disrespectful, probably
the most personal diss record. Because everything he was saying, like, you can't tell me he ain't lying because we just watched you with this crew for years.
He just broke it all down.
He said, I'm gonna tell all of y'all about it.
But honestly though, what we haven't even talked about yet is how certain diss records become hit records, bro. Like, Hit 'em Up was a hit record.
Yeah.
Back to Back is a hit record.
And I think that's what made Back to Back sting so hard because
it became such a hit record.
Drake made it a hit song.
And the thing is,
like,
though,
this was a diss record. Like, this wasn't, you feel me just trying to know. This was a hit song that was Grammy nominated. All kind of shit.
And it's just crazy, like how you said, like, even in the early 90s, fucking LL Cool J, Mama Said Knock You Out. That's a fucking hit record. It's a diss record, but it's a fucking hit.
I'm actually glad you brought that up because I was just looking at something else that I had and I was going to bring up L. So remember, obviously, his most famous rap beef, and I use the quotes, is against Cannabis.
Yeah.
So second round knockout, Cannabis was eating. Cannabis was eating on second round knockout. I give Cannabis all the credit in the world. Here's where he fucked up. Me and Jay just had this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Can I bust LL's response? Garbage. Just as a general response, garbage. Where LL won was one line. Cannabis said 99% of your fans wear high heels. LL was like, 99% of your fans don't exist. Everything else you said was like,
irrelevant.
That's the most rightest shit.
Damn. You get no more facts than that.
Because you didn't know who the fuck Cannabis was until the whole beef started. Now it was over some fuck shit with him having his verse taken off and then replacing it with the whole diss, whatever. But I guess it kind of leans back into my status conversation. It's because of Cannabis status at the time, and it's because who Cannabis was at the time. That line just burnt deep. Like, granted, 99% of your fans were high heels. It's like, damn, that means you don't get no respect in the street. Real niggas ain't fucking with you, yada, yada, yada. That was like, yeah, but no one
knows you.
And it was that one line that did it. And really, even we're going to circle back to Drake, I look at Making a Murderer from Joe Budden. Making a Murderer
great diss record.
Making a Murderer felt horrible.
Yeah.
But just because it was Joe Budden, everybody only knows him from Pump It Up and pretty much that. You know what I mean? It didn't really fly out, but Joe was probably one of the most slept on when it comes down to battle records.
No, most definitely.
He had a record Roll Call where he wasn't just Jay. His problem was with Def Jam. That nigga came at Def Jam. You know how many sub labels are on Def Jam?
A lot.
He came at Def Jam, man.
Way too many.
And then let's not forget, bro, Joe had a crazy diss to G-Unit when they was beefing.
Oh, yeah.
And Game, man, when they was going at it, you know what I'm saying?
And they Game dropped their bars.
He told Game,
everybody.
He told Game, you're only a replacement till Yale gets home. Like, dog, you need better than Yale?
And that's also very rude too. It's like
It really
Ayo came home and did nuts.
But also another time when you get two MCs going at each other on the same record. Young Buck, Stomp, with T.I. and Luda going at each other on the same record.
Shit, around that time, because Game was eating everybody, he did the same thing to Yuck Mouth. Mm-hmm. They had their little beef and everything, and they somebody brought them together and said they was gonna squash it. Yuck Mouth had a record where he was talking about, we unite in the West, and Game's entire verse was like, nah, fuck that. Fuck that.
No, fuck that.
And you just want us all right. Game doesn't get enough credit for that time.
Game is winning a lot of motherfuckers. Game ain't lost no battle.
Yeah.
He ain't lost. Yeah. And he just shot at a lot of motherfuckers.
And I ain't gonna lie, even the shit that was on his album, the 92 bar joint for Meek, oh my God, that was deadly.
Yeah.
That don't get enough credit either.
Yeah, not for real.
Like, Neil was he was going all a full assault. And that's another nigga you don't want no problems with either. Like, on the mic. No, Game.
Game, yeah. You don't poke that bear.
Yeah, you don't, There's certain bears you don't poke.
He'll give you all the bars. And then you feel bad about it.
But see, I think that circles back to my point with the whole Eminem thing. Like, okay, you feel me? Like, okay, for example, Game. We seen what happens when real rappers poke that Game and Game shut shit down. You feel me? Like, once again, not taking nothing from M, but I don't feel like we've seen nobody poke M of some stand-up cred and like, okay, let's see if you're gonna hold it down. Like, we've seen Game do it. You've seen the whole shit with fucking, even with, go back to fucking Common and Cube. Like, Common took that shot, but he was like, I'm gonna stand on my fucking ground. And he still don't, like, these are people who are like, you gotta respect back and forth. I've never, anybody who took a shot at him, I don't think nobody's ever respected, like, even like, oh, you gotta go out there and rap something now.
You know what else? Another good diss record, even though he didn't write that shit, we gotta give it up to that Real Motherfucking G's by Eazy.
Oh,
That fucking response to Dre Day, fucking amazing.
No, I thought Dre Day was the response.
No, fuck Dre Day was, because you gotta understand, fuck Dre Day was first. That was first. And then Real Motherfucking G's came out the year later, the same year as Doggy Style did. Because remember in that line, he said Eazy's Dre Days was Eazy's payday. Mm-hmm. So once he dropped the Chronic,
you're right.
Doggy Style, it was like, I don't give a fuck.
Right.
Y'all niggas can talk about me all you want. Nigga, I got royalties on your first album and your first album.
From a professional standpoint, absolutely. And I fuck with Real Motherfucking G's. But fucking with Dre Day was something.
Yeah, I was about to say, that was fucking amazing. Because just the fact that him and Snoop went at two niggas on that one record. They went after fucking Eazy, and they went after Uncle Luke
and Tim Dog. Tim Dog, he had that fuck California, fuck Compton. Fuck Compton, there we go.
Yeah, so I was like, they went at three niggas on one record.
But see, then again, like that, like you said, but that was when shit was just real.
Right?
It was no holds barred. Like,
it was beef.
And it was real beef. Like, we really got problems with each other.
People died over that.
What about 50 Cent? Piggyback.
Piggyback, I'm gonna tell you, I like Piggyback too, but I still like Wankster too. Wankster was like a
hit song.
Yeah,
and it was a hit song.
And it was just a fucking opener. Very opener though, but I'm like you with Piggyback. But I ain't gonna lie, after Piggyback, I did like Jadakiss' response though.
Jadakiss had
oh my god, Jadakiss fucking Animal, on that little Animal joint that he did. I was like, oh my god, I don't know, 50. They might have had you.
Now, when it comes down to 50, outside of Ja, can you say he's had a winning beef?
No. He has it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, like when I see him co-signing on this whole Nick Cannon shit, like, like, come on, bro, like, come on.
Yeah, like you haven't tapped in like against somebody that's like really worthy. Because just like what we said, when Jadakiss fired back, he ain't fired back on that man because he probably knew. I'm like, I don't know if I might want to fuck with this.
I don't know if I want to do this.
If I really want to do this, you know what I'm saying? And even goes to credit too. You can't discredit Fat Joe either. That's another nigga that he ain't want to do it because it took them years to piece it up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's one of those people just like piggyback on what Corey said. After Ja, he ain't really going against nobody that's fucking really worthy. And not only that though, let's just set the record straight on fucking on this Ja shit. Yes, I'm looking at the motherfucking camera. Y'all want to fucking discredit Ja Rule with the whole love song, but this nigga 50 Cent turns around and do 21 records on his debut album. Y'all niggas need to stop that shit and quit discrediting Ja for all that love song shit. And this nigga did the same shit on his first album. I mean, cut that shit out.
We had a conversation on the first show. Yeah, we agree.
Yeah.
We definitely agree.
Yeah, 50 check out Ja doing what Ja does. So
Correct.
I get that.
However, he didn't jump directly into it.
No.
Bro, yeah.
He gave it a little bit of
And
time.
he didn't stick with it. You know?
Yeah.
He didn't say, "Ooh, I could just take this lane
And then
right here."
I'm like,
This is me.
I got rid of Ja Rule. I got rid of the competition.
I
know
was
this
gonna
shit.
say like many beats where it's like you and the crew on there. Ja got verbally jumped a handful of times. You know what I'm saying? Like with like Hail Mary 2.0, whatever the fuck that shit was called, was M busted 50. Like, bruh.
Bro, Ja came out that whole beef. It was about 8, 9. That ain't fair, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, Jeffrey, what the fuck you come involving me?
But you know what though? Because I don't know. I'm just having a hard time when it comes down to the M thing. Because granted, he hasn't had a reputable beef, but I think that's the only reason that feeling would be there. Because you take that away, even the records that he actually goes at niggas on. You can't say he's not eating.
No, he is, but I think it's more rhyme scheme than his lyrics. Like, I don't think the lyrics are really like, he gets you with some punchlines like, oh shit, that was a punchline.
And that's what I'm saying.
But I don't think it's like, nigga, if it came down to nigga, you and me and we going at it, like I don't think it's
okay,
that.
so with that in mind, so that's actually an amazing.
Even we can fast forward even to Machine Gun Kelly and this beef, like okay, you feel me? We all, this is the perfect setup.
I feel like that one had no winner.
It didn't have no winner.
But
that's my point
about that was
But that's my point, because that M, there was no reason why M didn't thrash Machine Gun Kelly. Like, he even responded. Like, so now that you respond, like, he should have thrashed Machine Gun Kelly. There should have no way that nobody right now is like, well, I mean, it's a toss up. Like, it's people who really like, Machine Gun Kelly is kind of cool. Like, you feel me? Nobody feels like, oh, M just thrashed Machine Gun Kelly. Even when I see all these little funny memes and shit, like, come on, man. Like, nobody really feels like M just did his thing on that battle. Because that battle I think that made Nick feel like, well, shit, nigga.
If he can do that, then cool.
Right.
I'm going to throw my shot out there at this nigga. Fuck it. Whatever happens, happens.
That was definitely a throwaway beat, but kind of speaks to what you're talking about. Dealing with punchlines versus like actual rapping ability. So that brings up to you, even though we kind of had a conversation in the group chat. Was it Ether or Takeover? Ether, to your point, Ether was just punchlines.
Ether was just disrespectful.
Ether was just just had his hand on his neck and just
so. Takeover was the better diss track as far as just bars and you feel me, you know, like the truth behind it, kind of like with the Drake thing, like Pusha T hit niggas with facts. Like, fuck all the gimmick shit, fuck all your opinions. Here's facts, nigga. And I think that's what Jay did with Takeover. But Ether was just disrespectful. And when it comes to a battle, when it comes to me throwing a diss track, it's just gotta be disrespect. Like,
and I mean, just
nasty disrespect.
And
like,
it was just nasty, even just like the small shit that people didn't catch up on, like how like Jay-Z named all his albums with Blueprint. Nigga, now it's like, nigga, you stole this shit from KRS. Like I was like, oh, this nigga, not only he's on the throat ramming you, but low key Nas is bringing up facts too.
I was just about to say, a lot of people discredit Nas on that because they say that because Takeover has so many facts and bringing it to our attention, Illmatic, a couple albums, Stillmatic, it's one hot every 10-year average. That was true. True. It's not like Nas wasn't bringing up facts. Nas was bringing up Foxy.
He was.
Nas was bringing up the fact that he was Jaz-O's driver, pretty much. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's the facts was there. It's just the fact that I think when it comes down to the average, I won't say actual hip hop head, but I think coming down to the average, just like hip hop listener, the traditional commercial hip hop listener, because this is put on such a high pedestal, or I gotta disagree with it because I'm a J guy, so I have to disagree. He didn't do this, he didn't do that.
Even as a J guy, I would say J got ass whoop.
I'm a J guy too, exactly.
Ether was Ether. Like,
listen,
there's no other words for it.
As a J fan, I remember, like, I can still put Ether to this day, be like, damn.
Hey, you let this nigga do this?
Like, bro, like even
like this,
nobody died for this. Like, right, died for this.
Like, you didn't shoot at nobody for this. But even like little like Stalin like bars, like What you think you getting girls now because of your looks?
Negro,
please. Like, come on, bro.
Fucking terror.
36 in a karate class, you tired boho. Like, what the fuck?
And there were pictures to prove.
Yes.
Self-defense class.
It's trying way too hard right now.
Oh my God, bro! Y'all just brought back memories.
When this Jay-Z
Ether had so many quotables in it that I feel like it was such a hard punch, and it was like, damn.
You've never heard Nas be that disrespectful on record.
Because even like you said, if you fast forward now, you listen to Takeover now, you like, shit, nah, Hov was killing some shit, but it didn't have the effect of Ether did. And that's why he ultimately won that shit, because Ether to me was like, nigga, it had Jay-Z fans like, what do you do? What do we do? What we gonna do? Right back. Bro, we gotta do something. We gotta do something.
And it's funny, I had that conversation with somebody on the group page because they were saying how Jay-Z, there was nothing else that Jay-Z could have said. Now, granted, because I was on Nas, you know what I'm saying, side when it came down to this beef, Jay-Z had plenty because he ends the record with, because you know what? No, because you know who did, you know what, you know who, but we'll keep that between me and you. Expand on that shit.
Let us know what that is.
He just called you a turbo.
There's something that says in there.
You have more stories for us. And then, was Super Ugly before or after?
Before I think.
It was before. If he was going to have as much time, if he was going to dedicate as much time as he was to Nas on Super Ugly, he could have made that all one record. Once he saw what Ether did and the conversation behind Ether set off Stillmatic.
No, it did.
Top 5. This all time. All time.
On time?
All time. All time.
You have to go first.
All time. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll definitely go first. Number 5, of course.
In order?
No particular order.
I need the camera over here real quick.
Yeah.
This is subjective as hell. I don't want to hear shit.
Yeah.
We're not saying this is the all-time greatest. We're not saying that you should love it. This is our shit. Someone's gonna say something.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, that's bound to happen though. But who gives a fuck? Fuck it. All right. Number 5 for me. 50 Cent, Wanksta. I have to go with that. I have to go with number 4, Jadakiss. Response to 50 Cent Picture Bank, Animal. Yeah, Animal. Number 3 has to be Tupac, Hit 'Em Up. I liked that one a lot. Definitely liked that one a lot. Number 2, I ain't gonna front. It's old school. LL, Mama Say Knock You Out. The response of Kumo's D, How You Like Me Now? Because Mama Say Knock You Out, I don't know why. That's just a fucking classic to me. And
it's one of the staples.
Yeah, super staple. And fucking Ice Cube, No Vaseline.
Yeah,
like, I might have to say this. I think No Vaseline is making everybody list. That's just me. I don't know, but I think No Vaseline is gonna make everybody's list.
Like, Vaseline was so disrespectful.
Bro.
So disrespectful. Like, how could you go at your boys? Like, that was your niggas. You was with the bitch that shit. Like, whoa. I'm telling that in confidence.
My said you let
we cried together over that.
You let a Jew break up my crew. I was like, oh shit, he going there
with the nation behind.
Right.
Say something.
Right.
You got yours, Jay?
No, skip me.
All right, so I ain't got no order to mine, but
me neither.
I gotta go Nas, Ether. We just touched on that. I mean, Ether, of course. I got Tupac, Hit 'Em Up. I got Dr. Dre, Fuck with Dre. I got Ice Cube, No Vaseline. There's no way that this is not on there. And to be honest, it was a toss-up, but I think just how personal this shit was, I had to put Pusha T's Story 8 on up there, man.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Like, I think for the time, and Drake is the biggest artist out there. And for Pusha T to be like, you know what, I'm gonna put all your business out there. Fuck
you put a dent in his shit. Fuck, like, he did something.
Fucking he did, and he had everybody, like, that made everybody literally, like, question Drake, like, what the fuck going on? Even though they did quickly come to his defense. Mm-hmm. But for that moment, niggas was like, damn, this nigga Drake a fuked up ass nigga, man.
And let's just touch on that. Just the way he did it, my nigga. He dropped it Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Monday. And everybody was like, oh, Drake gonna respond. I was like, no, this nigga's Drake not respond. Tap out, homie.
Bro, Drake didn't have nothing else to say after that. Like, Drake was like,
right.
That's when he big dogged him, like, I got more money than this nigga, man. Fuck you.
That's the only response everybody had. So that man get out of here with that response. Bro. Like, oh, he got number ones and money. Fuck that money shit, bro. Your boy tapped out. Stop it.
Fuck it. He tapped out, bro.
When you started covering Drake on his mammy shit, I said, this is a problem.
And we were actually talking about like, is this like halfway racist?
What is this? That nigga look like the WB frog.
I was taken back by all that. Same thing with Corey. No particular order, but of course, Ether. It's gonna get repetitive, at least in the first two. But Ether, no Vaseline. I feel like those you can't not.
You know
what I'm saying? That's that song. You can't not have it on there. And again, no Vaseline was just.
It's probably the most.
It set the tone for where diss records were gonna go. Going forward.
That let you know there was no holds bar. Like, whoo, yeah, there ain't no holds bar.
These three is what's getting back to personal, subjective. I got the sauce going at Benzino.
Okay.
Because it was funny, it was true, and it was just gas.
Because you gotta stay up to 3 a.m. to see a video play once.
Right.
It was like, damn.
So he.
Yeah, right.
Has the last laugh, aftermath, yes.
I brought this up earlier, but Making a Murderer. Yep. 6 minutes of Joe telling Drake how he feels.
Right.
And Joe is easily one of the most underrated pins.
Yes, for sure. Oh, yes, for sure.
And it was between Making a Murderer and Roll Call, where like I said, he came out all of Def Jam. But I had to go Making a Murder because Making a Murder was it was so personal. And I like how he ends the record talking about, let me talk about myself for a little bit. I'm done talking about this nigga. Let me talk about Joe. And this one, it went unmentioned in this episode, but I gotta say, dollars and cents.
I was
Hold on.
He got HG. Now, shall I continue? You left out the G because the G
ain't it.
And then just
in that time in the 90s, that was a fucking raw ass bar. That was disrespectful too.
And just let's just speak on the fact how super disrespectful that nigga DJ Quick when he did it. He did it at the Sorcerers and did it right in front of this nigga. I'm like, bro, like he up here doing this song and he's rapping about it right in front of you. I was like, oh my god.
You performed the song
about you.
I'm bringing it to you.
I'm all like, damn. I was like, this nigga Quick is disrespectful.
He sounded like his stepdaddy on stage in front of everybody. To MC8. Nothing MC8 going back. So I gotta have dollars and cents.
Oh yeah, that's my honorable mention for sure. Yeah, definitely, man. Man, but fucking man, that's just great, man. I mean, battle rap, man, and like. It just makes the culture. It makes the culture. Like honestly,
here's my 5. All right, my 5 is gonna be Hit 'Em Up, Tupac. Bruh, the level of disrespect in that song is just. When you start a song with this, "Well, I fucked your bitch, you fat motherfucker," and then the first bar is first off, "Fuck your bitch," and then click you. West Side when we rock, nigga. Oh my god. Eminem the Sauce, bruh. Not a worthy opponent in Benzino, but damn, is it disrespectful?
For the worthy record.
Yeah, it is a fucking worthy.
Oh my! Right. But honestly, I would do like a 2-part with that. I would say the Sauce / Nail in the Coffin.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm gonna go Ether, Nas, most definitely. Disrespectful. Keep going. I'm gonna go fuck with Dre Day.
Solid.
Okay, solid.
That's solid.
We do have to get to the point because I didn't name.
I got one more.
Oh my bad. Go ahead.
Last one. And I think that last one, because you took.
You can still put it as your top 5.
Nah, it's all good. I want to go ahead and put Story Underground too.
What was the difference between?
Okay. All right.
What was that, Jay? What are you doing here, bro?
So when it comes down to the records, I mean, obviously in my top 5 mention wasn't Hit 'Em Up. I feel like that's just one of those records that we're gonna have to eventually get to the place with Ether. Whereas like you know that's everyone's favorite diss record.
Like that doesn't
we just got done talking about it at the apartment that Hit 'Em Up is just it's pinnacle. Like it's the diamond. Like you refer back to Hit 'Em Up when you about to write a fucking record.
You play Hit 'Em Up, like
you know you gotta give a nigga bars now. You know what?
I'm about to get real disrespectful in this shit.
I need Pac's energy on this record. So trust my all-time favorite record from as far as diss records is Hit 'Em Up. That just goes without saying. But that's just like my 5. Like yo, these was it right here. But Hit 'Em Up. I mean that's Mecca. So absolutely Mecca. We appreciate you guys jumping into the conversation. Now go ahead and let us know your parts. First of all, I guess let's go back to the beginning. Who's winning? Him or Nick Cannon? Let us know, in the comments, and also let us know what's your favorite diss records or even top 5 diss records. You can find your boy Los at Big Los IG on IG.
At It's King Corey or Over the Top LV.
Jay Alonzo at I am Jay Alonzo.
RJ, aka Rick James, at Lace Rhymes.
Let us know what y'all think about it. Turn my mic up every Friday. We out.
Yeah.